Let me tell you exactly why winning a low bid is the worst thing that can happen to your project. I have seen nice families save $20,000 on a contractor only to get sued 2 years later. I have seen developers take the deal and end up finishing the building themselves. If you are building a house, a deck, or a skyscraper, the lowest number on that bid sheet is not a gift. It is a warning sign. Today, I'm going to show you how the low bid game works and why you never want to be the one holding the losing ticket. Here is the reality of the construction industry. Most general contractors do not get work because they are the best. They get work because they are the cheapest. The owner looks at 3 bids: $100,000, $120,000, and $80,000. They always take the $80,000. It feels smart. It feels like you won. But here is the secret they don't tell you. The guy who bid $80,000 has not figured out how to build it for $80,000. He is hoping to figure it out as he goes. The $120,000 bidder actually has a plan. The $80,000 bidder has a prayer. Once that cheap contractor starts digging and realizes the dirt is wet, he doesn't eat that cost. He sends you a piece of paper called a change order, saying the ground is your fault. Suddenly, you are paying $130,000 for the cheap guy. This happens because of a system called low bid selection. It's how the government buys roads and how most people buy houses. The rules say, lowest price wins. To win, contractors play a dangerous game. They submit a bid that is actually below their cost. We call this buying the job. They need to keep their workers busy next week, so they take a loss on purpose. How do they survive? They survive on extras. They look at your plans like a puzzle. Oh, the light fixture isn't specifically drawn in that corner. That's an extra $500. Oh, the lumber we ordered went up in price? That's an extra $2,000. By the time they are done, you have paid the low guy the high price, plus you had months of arguments. I actually watched this happen on a medical office building. The owner took a bid that was $300,000 lower than mine. I knew I couldn't touch that price. He looked me in the eye and said, "You're just too expensive, Sage." They started construction. 3 months later, they hit rock. The cheap contractor said, "Plans didn't show rock. That's a change order." That was $100,000. Then the steel prices went up. Change order, $150,000. Then they realized the windows were drawn wrong. Change order, $80,000. That $300,000 savings turned into a $600,000 loss, and the job finished 9 months late. The owner almost lost his loan. Low bids always find a way to get their money back. It's physics. The biggest mistake you can make is ignoring the scope of work. You look at the bottom line, not the details. The high bidder gave you a 20-page scope. The low bidder gave you a napkin. When the low bidder sees a tricky corner, he thinks, "That's not my job." When the high bidder sees a tricky corner, he budgets for it. People confuse price with value. A cheap contractor says, "I'll do it for $50,000. An expensive contractor says, "I'll guarantee it's done for $65,000, and if it costs more, I pay for it." Which one sounds safer now? So, how do you not fall for the low bid trap? Throw the low bid away immediately. I'm serious. If you have 3 bids, and one is significantly lower than the other 2, throw it away. They missed something. Instead of asking, "How much?" ask, "What is included?" Call their past clients. But don't ask if they were nice. Ask, "Did they finish on budget? How many change orders did you pay?" If a contractor can't explain exactly how he will handle unforeseen conditions, like bad dirt or rain, do not hire him. A good contractor prices in the risk. A bad contractor waits for the risk to hit your wallet. Listen, construction is a game of risk. The lowest number on a piece of paper is not a deal. It's a gamble. And you don't want to gamble with your house or your business. Pay for the plan, pay for the safety, and leave the low bid for the other guy. If you want part 2 on how to read a bid to spot the hidden traps, comment scope below, and I'll see you in the next video.